Intermittent fasting. Does it work or not work? Intermittent fasting is a new way to lose weight similar to many well-known diets, but many aren't sure of its real effects on our body or how we should use it. Welcome to LifeBeam, and today we'll be presenting you with our analysis on how intermittent fasting works and if it's an effective way to lose body weight. Stay until the end of our video to find out the secret reason why intermittent fasting works, and also subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more great videos like today. Without further ado, let's begin with our countdown. Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. It doesn't define which foods you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. In this respect, it's not a diet in the traditional sense, but it's more precisely characterized as an eating pattern. Standard intermittent fasting techniques require daily 16-hour fasts or fasting for 24 hours twice per week. Fasting has been a practice throughout human evolution. Ancient hunter-gatherers didn't have supermarkets, refrigerators, or food available year-round. Sometimes they couldn't find anything to eat. As a result, humans evolved to be able to function without food for extended periods of time. Fasting from time to time is more natural than always eating 3 to 4 or more meals per day. Fasting is also often done for religious or spiritual reasons, including in Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and Buddhism. Intermittent fasting methods. There are several different ways of doing intermittent fasting, all of which involve splitting the day or week into eating and fasting periods. During the fasting periods, you either eat very little or nothing at all. These are the most popular methods. The 16-8 method, also called the lean gains protocol, it involves skipping breakfast and reducing your daily eating period to 8 hours, such as 1 to 9 p.m. Then you fast for 16 hours in between. Eat, stop, eat. This involves fasting for 24 hours once or twice a week, for example, by not eating from dinner one day until dinner the next day. The 5-2 diet. With this method, you consume only 500 to 600 calories on 2 non-consecutive days of the week, but normally eat the other 5 days. By reducing your calorie intake, all of these methods should increase weight loss as long as you don't compensate by eating much during the eating periods. Many people find that the 16-8 method is the simplest, most sustainable, and easiest to stick to. It's also the most popular. How it affects your cells and hormones. When you fast, several things happen in your body on the cellular and molecular level. For example, your body adjusts to hormone levels to make stored body fat more accessible. Your cells also intake critical repair processes and change the expression of genes. Here are some of the changes that occur in your body when you fast. Human growth hormone, or HGH. The levels of growth hormone skyrocket, increasing as much as 5-fold. This is benefit for fat loss and muscle gain, to name a few. Insulin. Insulin sensitivity improves and levels of insulin drop dramatically. Lower insulin levels make stored body fat more accessible. Cellular repair. When fasted, your cells initiate cellular repair processes. This includes autophagy, where cells digest and remove old and dysfunctional proteins that build up inside the cells. Gene expression. There are changes in the function of genes related to longevity and protection against disease. These changes in hormone levels, cell function, and gene expression are responsible for the human health benefits of intermittent fasting. A very powerful weight loss tool. Weight loss is the most common reason for people to try intermittent fasting. By making you eat fewer meals, intermittent fasting can lead to automatic reduction in caloric intake. Additionally, intermittent fasting changes hormone levels to facilitate weight loss. In addition to lowering insulin and increasing growth hormone levels, it increases the release of the fat-burning hormone norepinephrine. Because of these changes in hormone, short-term fasting may increase your metabolic rate by 3.6 to 14%. By helping you eat fewer and burn more calories, intermittent fasting causes weight loss by changing both sides of the calorie equation. Studies show that intermittent fasting can be a potent weight loss tool. A 2014 review study found that this eating pattern can cause 3 to 8% weight loss over 3 to 24 weeks, which is a significant amount compared to most weight loss studies. According to the same study, people also lost between 4 to 7% of their waist circumference, indicating a significant loss of harmful belly fat that tends to build up around your organs and causes disease. Another study showed that intermittent fasting causes less muscle loss than the more standard method of continuous calorie restriction. However, keep in mind that the main reason for its success is that intermittent fasting helps you eat fewer calories overall. If you binge and eat massive amounts during your eating periods, you may not lose weight. Health benefits. Many studies have been done on intermittent fasting both in animals and in humans. These studies have been shown to have powerful benefits for weight control and your body's brain and mental health. It may even help you live longer. Here are the main health benefits of intermittent fasting. Weight loss. As mentioned above, intermittent fasting can help you lose weight and belly fat without consciously restricting calories. Insulin resistance. Intermittent fasting can reduce insulin resistance, lowering blood sugar by 3 to 6% and fasting insulin levels by 20 to 31%, which should help protect against type 2 diabetes. Inflammation. Some studies show reductions in inflammation markers, a key driver of many chronic diseases. Heart health. Intermittent fasting may reduce bad LDL cholesterol, blood triglycerides, inflammatory markers, blood sugar, and insulin resistance, all of which are risk factors for heart disease. Cancer. Animal studies suggest that intermittent fasting may prevent cancer. Brain health. Intermittent fasting increases the brain hormone BDNF and may aid with new nerve cells growth. It may also protect against Alzheimer's disease. Anti-aging. Intermittent fasting can extend lifespan in rats. Studies showed that fasted rats live 36 to 83% longer. Keep in mind that research is still in its early stages. Many of the studies were small, short-term, or conducted in animals. Many questions have yet to be answered in higher quality human studies. Make your healthy lifestyle simpler. Eating healthy is simple, but it can be incredibly hard to sustain. One of the main barriers is all the work required to plan for and cook healthy meals. Intermittent fasting can make things easier as you don't need to plan, cook, or clean up for as many meals as before. For this reason, intermittent fasting is very fashionable among the life-hacking crowd as it improves your health while simplifying your life at the same time. Who should be careful or avoid it? Intermittent fasting is certainly not for everyone. If you're underweight or have a history of eating disorders, you should not fast without consulting a health professional first. In these cases, it can be downright harmful. Should women fast? There is some evidence that intermittent fasting may not be as beneficial for women as for men. For example, one study showed that it improved insulin sensitivity in men and worsened blood sugar control in women. Though human studies on this topic are unavailable, studies in rats have found that intermittent fasting can make female rats emaciated, masculinized, infertile, and can cause them to miss cycles. There are several anecdotal reports of women whose menstrual periods stopped when they started doing IF and went back to normal when they resumed their previous eating pattern. For these reasons, women should be careful with intermittent fasting. They should follow separate guidelines, like easing into the practice, and stop immediately if they have any problems like amenorrhea, the absence of menstruation. If you have fertility issues and are trying to conceive, consider holding off on intermittent fasting for now. This eating pattern is likely also a bad idea if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Safety and side effects. Hunger is the main side effect of intermittent fasting. You may also feel weak and your brain may not perform as well as you're used to. This may only be temporary, but it can take some time for your body to adapt to the new meal schedule. If you have a medical condition, you should consult with your doctor before trying intermittent fasting. This is particularly important if you have diabetes, have problems with blood sugar regulation, have low blood sugar, take medications, are underweight, have a history of eating disorders, are a woman who is trying to conceive, are a woman with a history of amenorrhea, are pregnant or breastfeeding. All that being said, intermittent fasting is an outstanding safety profile. There is nothing dangerous about not eating for a while if you're healthy and well-nourished overall. Should you try it? Intermittent fasting is not something anyone needs to do. It's merely one of the lifestyle strategies that can improve your health. Eating real food, exercising, and taking care of your sleep are still the most important factors to focus on. If you don't like the idea of fasting, then you can safely ignore this article and continue to do what works for you. There is no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to nutrition. The best diet for you is the one that you can stick to in the long run. Intermittent fasting is fantastic for some people, not others. The only way to find out which group you belong to is to try it out too. If you feel good when fasting and find it a sustainable way of eating, it can be a potent tool to lose weight and improve your health. So what's your opinion on intermittent fasting? Let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel and turn notifications on for more great videos like today. We hope you enjoyed our video, and we'll see you next time.